who supported me, my family supported me, and it was actually a very, blissful journey. I really enjoyed the journey overall, even though, as I said, ups and downs, but then I took them as challenges.
And let's talk about those ups and downs also. So, it's been a very interesting year for you. I just saw it was such a nice moment. आप अभी वहाँ पे Scout के साथ, both of you are chatting again, both of you are friends again. आप सबकी journeys in gaming and esports साथ साथ start हुई थी. Actually last DreamHack के अंदर all of you guys played in that PMCO and 8-bit भाई ने उस time पे सारा का सारा बैठ के एक team बनाई थी. And you've all grown out of that. It's been a very interesting year for you. You've done so well for yourself. Scout's done well for him. He's with Fanatic right now. The entire ecosystem is better. Do you feel proud of everyone else around you also?
Exactly. So esport is a very small thing. I mean small thing as in for what I am doing. I see esport as a thing which is growing right now in India, and I'm really happy about that. So that's the main motive over here. So that's the reason when I fail, I am not unhappy about that. But the thing is, esport is increasing in India, and it's the only thing I care about right now.
Good. So I'm super happy you said that. One question that leads to in this, I'm a sportsman, right? When you become an esports athlete, you become a sportsman. People talk about it. It's your performance that does the talking. How do you go and make teams? And as teams are being formed and broken right now, eventually teams will stay stabilized. What's the good composition of a perfect team? No, you don't have to name players. वो फर्क नहीं पड़ता कौन से. What's a good team for you right now in esports for PUBG Mobile?
I believe a perfect esport team will be a proper organization, which has, and it mainly depends upon the player. A player has to be, respectful, disciplined, and there are, a lot of things happening in the back end, but then they have to avoid that in order to, succeed. So when you are with a team, you actually have to avoid all the negative things, and as a player, you have to foresee what will be the effect of, doing certain actions. So, if a person can foresee the results of his action, he's going to grow, and esports is going to grow.
And जब हम सारे एक साथ, and this is not very different from any sport. It's the same thing. You go ahead and see if you're a cricket team, if you're a football team. You have to remove all the distractions. You have to focus on your skill, your craft, your sport. And as you've been building that, and you've been making new teams, and people come together, and esports has become bigger. You've been with very, very senior people. What do you tell other parents when they come to your parents? Like, have you ever had that conversation saying, boss, तुम कितना पैसा कमाते हो, तुम इतने शहरत हो गए, मेरा बेटा भी अब तुम्हारे जैसे होना चाहिए, ये questions आते हैं?
So I tell them the truth about what's happening in India right now. The scope of esports right now is narrow, but then in the next 2-3 years, I believe that it's going to grow and it's going to boom. But then currently, it's very narrow. So that's what I say. You can focus on your studies and play passionately, because that's the way I did. I was supposed to do my CS and LLB after my BCom, but then my YouTube, which I wasn't focusing on, but then just one video went viral, and then the journey began. So my mom said, you can have 1 year and check it out. So it's been worthwhile.
It's been more than 1 year now.
Yeah, it's more than 1 year, and I'm gonna stick to it.
Very good. 0 to 1 million subscribers. Always the toughest part. इतने सारे लोग हैं हमें देख रहे हैं वूड पे, and how did you go from 0 to that 1 million? That's the toughest part. Then you obviously exploded after that. Tell us something about that journey.
So the first thing was I entertained with a group of friends, and then I formed. So in 2018 DreamHack, I met a guy, Animesh Agarwal, 8-bit Thug, and he formed a team of 4. And that team, so there was a backlash obviously from the audience, because they were used to watching the other team play. But then this was something challenging for me, and right after PMIS, right after we won PMIS, I guess, that was another boost to my channel, and that's when I shooted up to 1 million.
And you suddenly shot up to this 1 million, and everyone in YouTube suddenly took notice, and everyone was like, oh my god, this guy is so cool. Everyone started talking. Did you ever want to talk in Hindi, or do you want to talk in English? ये language choice natural थी? Do you try to talk the way you were there? How did you choose language? Because you were the first really massive Hindi speaking, I'm natural the way I want to talk influencer.
Wasn't pre-decided, but then I always spoke what I was comfortable with. So Hindi or English इंग्लिश हो कुछ ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है. इंग्लिश में क्वेश्चन पूछा तो इंग्लिश में आंसर दूंगा, हिंदी में पूछा तो हिंदी में आंसर दूंगा. दैट्स इट.
Very good. And suddenly you had ये पूरी दुनिया started looking at you, right? मतलब आपके comments आते हैं ये पूरी feeds, मतलब आप कभी आप इसके stream में देखो ऐसे चल रहा होता है. And I'm like, do you try to read some of those comments? या do you have a support structure of mods who help you? कैसे करते हैं?
Yes, mods का तो बहुत important role है in YouTube because all the negativity, so it does not impact me as such, but then जो बाकी viewers हैं who are there in the chat, who are there to enjoy, so I have noticed this कि उन लोग पे भी impact करता है ये चीज़. They are like बहुत नेगेटिव था चैट, सो आई हैव टू टर्न ऑफ द चैट एंड नॉर्मली देखते थे स्ट्रीम. सो दैट्स वाई मॉड्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दे जस्ट टेक आउट द नेगेटिव पार्ट, दे गिव टाइम आउट्स एंड जो भी होता है
वो आपकी शील्ड है.
वो शील्ड है एक तरीके से मेरे, एंड चैनल की शील्ड है बेसिकली. सो इट डजेंट इम्पैक्ट मी. कभी कभी इम्पैक्ट कर देता है ऑब्वियसली, एंड द इम्पैक्ट इज़ ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज ऑफ माई परफॉर्मेंस. सो वेन एवर आई डोंट परफॉर्म आई एक्सपेक्ट दैट क्रिटिसिज्म.
You have now, I think, a couple of last questions, but there's so many brands who are after Mortal, right? You have so many people writing to Goldie Bhai to go ahead and say, हम कुछ करते हैं, कुछ try करते हैं. Do you have a framework? Do you have a method for you to go ahead and say, मैं ये करूँगा लेकिन ये नहीं करूँगा, ये सही है या नहीं? आपका value system कहाँ से आता है इसके अंदर?
So my value system, I'll say, is that what my appetite is being fulfilled, so I don't need extra.
There you go. Good answer. Very good. ये जब आपने अपना सारी विनिंग डोनेट करी थी इंडियन आर्मी को, टेल अस अबाउट दैट. वो सब लोगों ने, मतलब आई थिंक दैट वाज वन एक्शन दैट द वर्ल्ड सडनली टुक नोटिस ऑफ, सेइंग ये एक छोटा सा बच्चा है और ये अपनी डोनेट कर रहा है. लोगों को सोचा कि 10-15 हज़ार रुपये, 20,000 रुपये डोनेट करा, फिर लोगों को पता चला कितना डोनेट कर रहे हैं आप. वो कहाँ से आया?
आई वॉज देयर इन द बस, लास्ट डे था, एंड आई जस्ट डिसाइडेड कि इफ़ आई विन, सो आई एम गोना अनाउंस इट ऑन स्टेज. हालांकि वो मौका नहीं मिला, बट देन सेकंड आया, एंड देन आई डिसाइडेड टू, इट वाज एक्चुअली प्री डिसाइडेड. मैंने ये बात किसी को नहीं बोली थी बिकॉज शायद अगर बोलता तो मना कर देते, या मे बी मना नहीं करते, बट देन आई डिड नॉट टेक माई चांसेस. आई जस्ट वेंट ऑन विथ वॉट एवर आई वॉन्टेड टू डू.
Tell us why you wanted to, and I'm super proud of you. I have to go ahead and shake your hand. I think such a wonderful thing that someone can go ahead and stand up for the nation and say, look, I can contribute too. Gaming is big. This is what has made my difference in my life, and I can contribute. लेकिन कहाँ से आया वो? Why the Indian Army? कैसे?
इसका तो मतलब कोई आंसर नहीं है. आई मीन इट केम ऑन इट्स ओन. बस दिमाग में आया एंड आई डिसाइडेड दैट या आई विल गो विथ इट. दैट्स इट. कुछ ऐसा कोई साइड से कोई.
That's a value system, guys. This is. I wanted to go ahead and end this on this, and I wanted to go ahead and give a big round of applause to this guy called Mortal. Say hello to Naman. This is our future. This is what gaming is going and making big. We are very proud of what you have done. Thank you for spending time. And before we go, this is always a great time. I don't want to go ahead and take too much, but we are here in Delhi this year. We were in Mumbai last year. I wanted to go ahead and tell you what we have for DreamHack for next year. So there you go. Next year, we'll see you in Hyderabad. Thank you, everyone. And good luck. Have fun.
Thank you so much, guys. See you.
काफ़ी ज़्यादा सस्टेनेबल अपना फूड बिल्डअप कर लेंगे यहाँ पर. तो आई वाज फूड हाइड्रा हैप्पी को पिक अप करते हुए 11 अगस्त तक क्या ये कैंप कर रहे थे सेम प्लेयर को. ये सेम प्लेयर नंबर 30 के लिए कैंप कर
Just like Panth, because I've been handing it into our viewers. Humble approach is the best approach, and when